Chapter 11.
Continued.
Later, in the Iuja transport ship command center, Jserex, Yeffer, and various section leads gathered to bring each other up to speed. Jserex looks around the table. What happened after the attack started? Yeffer replies to Jserex, Letter and Bardex supported me during the initial attack. When we saw that their larger ship had retreated to the main fleet outside the solar system, I decided to grab some of the weapon platforms and take the fight to them. Our attack surprised them, and they were being defeated fast. As the weapons began to destroy the Lwax fleet, Bardex was supporting Letter and maneuvering weapons to the ships that appeared to be showing signs of life. Yeffer crawls out on the ship communications. Letter, do you see that object they just launched? Can you probe it and see what it is? Letter began to send a beam to probe the spherical object, but before the beam can be activated, it exploded. Yeffer quickly called out, What was that? All areas report. Letter quickly responds, Yeffer, it was a Jserex bomb of immense power. It has destroyed all of our weapons. We have a few internal weapons available, but all the disruptor and plasma guns outside our defense shields are destroyed. Renell could be heard over the intercom. Yeffer, we have lost communications. Our interior communications work, but all long-range and watcher communications are out. Our genetic storage is fine since we had extra radiation protection around the area. Our first priority is fixing some of the internal ship areas to get shields back to full power. Talion jumped in over the internal comms. Our long-range jump engines are out. It will take a while to get back to the planet, but we need the resources there to repair the jump crystal matrix. We should have short-range engines online shortly, but it will take multiple planet rotations before we can get back. Bardex from his seat in the command center yells out, sending robots to investigate the various ships. Yeffer, looks like it was a suicide shot. Yeffer looked to Bardex. Suicide? That's strange. I've never seen a race committed like that. Maybe it's a custom. If they try to take the enemy with them, it could clear way for future attacks. In this case, maybe the idea is to kill us and give remaining attack forces on the planet a chance. True, or maybe just their final attempt at revenge. We will need to figure a way to protect this galaxy long term in case others come. We need to get back to the planet and help Jserex. Renell quickly responded, Yeffer, our ship supplies are running low. We need to recover as many of the weapons as possible for recycling. It will also help us in verifying the type of bomb that just went off. Yeffer speaks out, Computer, retrieve and recycle damaged weapons. When external ship repairs are completed and short-range engines are repaired, prepare to return to the planet. Also, do a survey to determine if it was a Jserex bomb. The computer quickly responded, executing. Return will begin on command. From the command center, images of robots suddenly appeared attaching to weapon systems. Then the systems disappeared after a period of time. Only the Lwax ship remains were left. Renell called out, Robots have retrieved what we need. We should be good to go. Yeffer made the simple statement, Computer, execute return to the planet. Computer responded, executing. As the command center team watched, the view of the destroyed Lwax fleet floating in space began to fade from monitor view. After reciting the events, Yeffer continued, and we haven't made much progress on the way back. Communications are out, most sensors are out, long-range jump engines are out. Jserex, we lost one, Yukata, in the ground attack. 3 are nursing minor injuries and could use spare equipment. The Andrexia fought bravely and a number were killed. Some could use medical help. Yeffer turned to the rest of the team. We need to start transporting of the identified. Computer, please transport the identified to medical. Computer quickly responded. Injured have been located and activating transport. Moments later, the computer could be heard, completed. At that time, other ship section leaders arrive in the command briefing room. Jserex rises and his greeted happily by his fellow shipmates. After it settles down, Jserex turns to everyone. The Andrexia people are kind and generous. They fought bravely and lost members of their population. When the decision to deal with the captured Lwax needed to be made, they wisely decided to let them live out their lives in an isolated island. Because we assumed this ship had been lost in battle, they asked us to stay and use their oceans as a new home. We, in exchange, agreed to continue to protect them, teach them, and keep monitor on the remaining Lwax. It's my opinion, we ask if any of our people wish to stay here, use this planet for a new home base. We can keep our promise to the Andrexia and ensure a place to reestablish our race. Yeffer showed a slight sign of shock at the revelation. Do you really think the Andrexia would be willing? Yes, I am positive. We maintain a bond of blood and battle between our two races. We have already begun to build in their ocean. We have much to do, but we have begun. Looking around the room and seeing signs of agreement and smiles, Yeffer continued, We will put the question to members of the crew. I will contact the Watcher Lwax and pass the word. I'm very positive that they will be happy to have new neighbors. Yeffer pauses to think about the new organization. I'll put together a message for the old ones and caregivers for Lwax to pass along, letting them understand our status and display an arriving Jserex. A moment, please. Yes, Yeffer? I get the feeling you intend to stay. Yes, this new base needs a leader. I like the people. They are my friends. My friends, Bardex and Winix, are staying. Besides, there is much to be done here. Just be aware your life will be different. No longer will you be the traitor Fantastic. Now you will need to take on the problems of organization and command. But I am confident you will do just fine. The tempo of work continued to increase on land, in the ocean, and in space above the planet. A view of thousands of robots working on the ships provided just a small indication of the extent of the efforts being undertaken. Bringing in asteroids, resources from the distant asteroid belt near to the system's gas giant planet, to factory areas in orbit where they transformed into parts for the ship. In addition, another ship was beginning to take form as well. The new ship would stay in this galaxy for use by Jserex and the Iuja stain. Meanwhile, under the surface of the ocean, just off the coast of the major Andrexia town, a swarm of robots worked to finish the new gathering hall and birthing facility, along with living quarters and control center. This new Iuja city was quickly taking shape, and Iuja had already begun the work of moving from their ships into the new living facilities. Even the Andrexia were not immune to the building phase going on. Work was well underway to build a new schoolhouse where their children can be taught on the outer edge of the town. While not as advanced as the Iuja, it was the Andrexia style. Change would come with the next generation, as they would no longer be tied to the simple farming life, but would learn the science and engineering to spread their wings. Iuja had already identified other civilizations in the galaxy, and over time trade would become a foundation of linking the planets together. Well, folks, we've reached the end of the chapter. Click the link to continue listening to the story. Also, be sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons so you never miss another story on Watcher in the Fall. If you enjoy our videos, please click Patreon on the front page and buy me a drink. Thank you.